All right. Flob date August 31st, 2021. Doing a stream here. Doing a stream, you can tell based on the bubble. If the bubble is here, then this is a stream and not an official episode. This is off the record. Yeah, that was the maximum number of worlds you could have in alpha whenever that changed. And you couldn't rename your worlds or anything like that. I think Farlands or Bust was technically World 3 before I renamed it. I think? I don't know. I don't remember, honestly. In some cultures, it's known as September. No, that starts on the 2nd. That's when September starts. Don't ask me why. Yeah, who's got your woofs ready? You got them? You got them? You got them going? Should I have tweeted? I didn't tweet. Who cares? Nobody cares. Let's go. Ooh, instantaneous. And also, my speakers were still on, so I got that in surround sound. Oh, I need like so many tools. I got a lot of iron. I need all my tools, basically. But that's no matter. We are going to exit. Oh, I mean, it's only been 10 days, but it feels like I haven't played Minecraft in many years. But just 10 days. The 21st was the last Flob stream we did. Remember? Remember that stream? Oh yeah, with the pumpkins. Remember the pumpkins? The 23 strong pumpkin patch. It was very strong, very muscular. Die, careful, Wolfie! Don't go back up, you ding. We are continuing on here. In Farlands or Bust. Why does it feel weird? Everything is weird. Everything feels weird. Does it not? Uh oh, we got cats fighting. Papers is being a real jerk face. I mean, he always is, but especially so recently. I was picking on Niblet. Look at that. How's everybody doing? What's new since the last time we spoke? The jittering while we walk is indeed an artifact of getting so far from 0-0. Floating point. Those floating points ring a bell. Basically the numbers, the coordinate numbers are getting so big that the decimal place has to move over every time. And in doing so, you get less and less precise. So you can really tell based on how far off the selection block is, the block selection rather is. Like, it's a rounding error. A rounding error! Indeed. Have you become a pro roller skater now? No, but I did go on my second lesson with the girlfriend a few days ago in a parking lot. Man, my bones. My bones are too old. No. When choosing a new hobby or activity in your late 30s, be sure to choose one that doesn't require any physical dexterity or flexibility or agility. Chooses roller skating. So yeah, the girlfriend says I seem like a natural and I'm very quick to learn. I mean, I did used to rollerblade as a kid quite a lot. And did some ice skating. It's not quite like riding a bike, but the general, the vague cloud of the memory of the experience is still there. Look at it, this is like every damn animal in the game. It's a smorgasbord of barnyard situations. Could use some wool, I guess, but I don't even need any pigs. You're not supposed to sit down while roller skating. You actually are a little bit wrong there. The girlfriend keeps very adamantly having me bend my knees and crouch over. Be down. To be low center of gravity and balance. So it is like sitting down, but without the luxury of a seat or chair to sit on. And that's where the back pain and the leg and knee pain comes in. And then you do a 6-mile hike today, and then you really are going to regret that in the morning. So nothing like sitting then. Exactly. Exactly.
What the hell is this? Some kind of tube?
Almost an engineer. Welcome to the sub tub. Brand new sub in the tub. And our first resub of the day. I need a soundboard with something that relates to that. If you'll believe it. First resub. This is like a open air hidey hole right here. Some 27 minutes into the stream, we had to wait. Bunch of slackers. Something's burning over here. Smell it. Huh? Is that your good friend Ed Watt's shirt and hoodie? Ooh. What are you talking about, Key Sky? What the hell are you talking about? Interesting. Oh, Edward. Edward. Edward Bowerington. No, this is his hoodie though. This is his hoodie. This is a new hoodie. This is a Kurt J. Mac brand t-shirt I'm wearing underneath. Jedward Bowser. Shirts! The shirts do go on sale on September 3rd. So if you are going to buy a shirt and you want to pay full price, that's fine. But they are going on sale on September 3rd for the Labor Day weekend. But Cone told us not to. True, the sale cuts deeply into our share. Careful, Wolfie! Of the profits. But I personally don't feel like they're $21 shirts. This is more of a more consumer advice than it is for my own profits. Not that the whole t-shirt avenue is not really a moneymaker anyway. You even made it 50% of the way there yet. Like 40%. Probably past 40% by now. We were like 39% at last check. Whoops, too high. Like, I don't even buy them. Because that, if I, like, I want one of the Not Now Sorry shirts, but if I bought one, it would have eaten all my profits for the past 6 months. Business! Oh, there's my bed. Need those profits for aftermarket bumpers. And the ensuing frustration and rage that comes with installing them. I wear it to faculty meetings. There's another, like, hidey hole. What happened? It's just... It's a pain in... You know. I mean, you were here when we installed the front bumper on the Toyota, but the positive thing we had going there is that it was a stock Corolla bumper being put on a stock Corolla that had all the proper mountings and whatnot. So, taking a new bumper, a newly made bumper aftermarket, and trying to fit it on a bent-up 42-year-old car was very pain in the assy. And like they give all these brackets for like the ability, like with slotted holes to like be able to adjust up and down and in and out, and it's just very difficult. Fitment of aftermarket stuff is of good enough. Well, and that's the other thing. I'm like, it was they aren't cheap. I did opt for, like, there's fiberglass ones are like the most common bumpers, but these are aluminum. I got aluminum bumpers. It's because it was like a new product that this company come out with, so they had like a sale for the new product, and I'd bought from them in the past. So the aluminum is thankfully like slightly more flexible, I would feel, than fiberglass. But yeah, it still does it. Like there's screws that go in the sides. Like there's the front mounting is okay. I mean, it's still a pain in the ass, but on the sides and like the holes that are there don't have a lot of adjustability, so it's like they're kind of going in not straight. And this, I had to lift the car up, and I thought I was gonna have to take off the wheels. It's like you gotta take off the wheels to do anything with that car. Change the oil, take off the wheels. Install a bumper, take off the wheels. Make more holes. Well, that's the thing. There's no more space to make. There's a lot of holes. I feel like they could have chosen different holes. This is my first complaint. But yeah, I was just trying to, like, I just wanted to go in. It looks good from afar. But yeah, I like, it's never going to be perfect. It's difficult for me to get that in my head. Like, even based on how the car looks. I like have like a vision in my head, and it's like, it's never gonna match that. Like, if you wanted it to be perfect, you would have had to have paid 18 grand for the car or whatever. In pristine condition. I still need to learn to embrace the jank. So yeah, that was just an all-day affair. And I even had the girlfriend like help me line it up and like install it before I started like unbolting and rebolting and moving and bending and tightening and loosening and shimmying and just like, ah! All this for nothing that is of value. I still gotta do the rear. I gotta take off the rear bumper. I gotta drop the tank. I gotta drop the gas tank to get the rear bumper mounts off. Old cars? I still gotta figure out something. Hobbies are fun. Yeah, that's why there's a theme here. Annoying old cars with expensive aftermarket parts that do nothing to improve the drivability or handling of the car. Painful, difficult hobbies like roller skating. A real theme. The old misery Olympics. I'm going for the gold. Going for the gold. What I need is what I should have done, or what I need is, like, they came with big washers, like fender washers. And the problem is it's so big that there's no clearance. I need to, like, chop a third off of the bottom of the washer so it's flat, so I can, like, move where the hole goes slightly lower. You know, this is the washer. This is the universal sign language for fender washer. Washer. So yeah, I just get immensely frustrated when it comes to that stuff. And I'm like, I should have just let, like, the bumper was okay. It's ugly as hell, the big old bumpers, but, like, I could have maybe prioritized other things. But that's my problem. I have no priorities! I have no sense of process or procedure. Hierarchy. That's a better word. So that was my yesterday. Alright, Wolfie, don't get stuck under the ice. Yes, that is what I will do, pallet hands. Figured it out. You know my plans. Sure. Yeah. Ooh. Last week, story time, I went to the dentist for the first time. I've been saying, and I like told them like 5 years or whatever, but it has to be more like 8 or 9 years. Anonymous donation to Red. Thank you very much. We're up to 15, 25, 35. Did you lie about flossing? Doesn't everybody? No, I kind of do floss. I said I'd floss like once or twice a week. And I do. Because that's how often I eat something that gets stuck in my teeth. And Novi Boy, $50. Thank you very much to our Rise Above the Disorder mental health charity. Thank you very much. 1575.35 we're up to. This has been the longest streak of donations we've had in months. You know, the best time to go to the dentist, tooth early. Well, we went at 8 a.m. This is a real sad time to go to the dentist. No, but yeah, I haven't been in, because I've lived here for like 5 years. And before that, I lived in Arizona for like 2 years. And the last time I was at the dentist was back when I was living in Illinois. So, that has to have been like 8 or so years. But nothing miraculous. So I'm here to tell you with doctor confirmed facts that you too can go 8 years without visiting a dentist and your teeth will be just fine. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum. Oh, but we did go to a dentist that the girlfriend recommended. Like, we made the appointments at the same time just to make it easy. Just because she's had problems finding dentists. And that's, like, one of the major reasons I'd never made an appointment. Also, only eat air. So, you, Cone. Dentists hate this one weird trick. But, like, this was a dentist she really liked, and I see why. Because, like, this is, I guess they specialize in people who have, like, dentist fears and, like, pain and anxiety. Because they're, like, very... What's the words? Caring? They care? Like, you know, most dentists I've been to have just been go in the seat, get a bright light in your face and start zapping. So yeah, so I think it was like odd that I didn't have any of those problems or requests. Because like when I sat down, they're like, "Do you need like any comfort items, like a blanket or a pillow? You need something on television?" They gave you sunglasses because you know that the bright light when they're working on your teeth. They give you sunglasses so it's not in your eyes, even though they didn't even have the bright light anymore. That's not a thing. You know, the big alien light that looks like
Key_Sky gifted
Johnny
12
Five.
months of Tier 1 to Cobot. They've gifted
Geez, Sky, thank you for the gift
324
sub to
months in the
Cobot.
channel.
Yeah, they had a head mounted. I guess the head mounted lights are in with dentists instead of that. You know what I mean? That adjustable light on an arm thing that looks like an alien head. It also, like, sunglasses aside, it helps with, like, not getting sprayed in the face with stuff. Make that a quote. So yeah, like, I also, like, they didn't charge extra for, like, numbing or anything like that, but I didn't need any of that. So they almost, like, seemed disappointed. Do you need the laughing gas, or do you need any particularly sensitive parts of your mouth numbed or anything like that? I'm like, no. No, I don't. This is true. Yeah, although it was a long time, because I was a new patient and it had been a long time, so it was a 2-hour appointment. It was, and they did so many things. They did the X-rays, and now you get shot with an X-ray gun instead of like a machine. The dental assistant or whatever has a gun. They like put something in your mouth and they shoot your face with X-rays. Yeah, it's digital. It's digital now. But then they also took me into this other room that had this matrix. I got plugged into the matrix. That was very weird. I guess it was to look at like the jaw structure and muscle, not muscle, but bones and stuff like that. And you had to like stand up and bite on a thing and hold on to like these things. And then these little clasps like held your head down. And then it was like an MRI machine. They went like whoop, 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 and like went all around your head. I saw into the Sunship's place. Another dimension, another dimension. Does anybody else do that? Panoramic X-ray? Panoramarama? Is that a thing? So you got brainwashed. I'm sad I didn't even get to like see those X-rays. I wanted to see them. I wanted to see what my whole dang skull looked like. Oh, pans, weatherman. They're called pans. Is that the word on the street? That's the street word for panoramic X-ray. I'm gonna head down to the doctor and get myself a set of pans. That was weird. But then, like, what I didn't notice when I first walked in there and sat on the chair is that when they did lower me back, they had a television screen on the ceiling. A television screen on the ceiling, and it was playing, like, it had, like, a virtual fish tank, and there were fishes swimming around and stuff like that. Never been anywhere with a TV screen on the ceiling. But yeah, I guess that was part of the question. Would you like to watch anything on the TV? I didn't like. Where's the TV? Are you gonna give me like a Oculus Rift or something? Novi boy, thank you for 7 months in the sub tub. Much appreciated. Was it an old tube TV? Yes, it was a 78-pound, 32-inch tube television dangling from the ceiling above my skull. So yes, it was interesting. But then, like after they got done with the marathon session of the cleaning, the cleaning as I like to call it, I got shot by another gun. No, this was like this seems superfluous, to be honest, but it was like a digital, what do I even want to call that? Like a 3D scanner. And they did a 3D scan of my mouth place and teeth. It was this big thing that they stuck and like basically like scanned my teeth, and then on the screen it gave like a 3D rendering. I suppose instead of doing like, you know, the tooth, the mouth molds or anything like that. They should just be able to 3D print you a brand new set of teeth. Yeah. It felt unnecessary. Like, I've seen this technology before, like, if I mean, you can buy them, I'm sure, like, 3D scanners for, like, you can, like, scan a toy or whatever and then have it, like, a laser scan. Yeah, I'm sure it is, there's definitely frickin' lasers involved. Mouth molds are disgusting. Yeah, I know, I had to get those at least a dozen times throughout my 6 years of having braces. Gross oatmeal paste cement gag reflex stuff. And then did they sell you a mouthpiece? No. Yeah, really, could I have a copy of my teeth file? Make a video game out of them. Oh, I need beds. So yeah, that was weird. And yeah, their reasoning is that then they can monitor, like, if my gums are receding more, or if I have any, like, new chips or anything. New chips just dropped. Anything changed on my teeth, they can scan again and compare to see the difference. So yeah, it was weird. Like, that one I didn't like so much because it was still a big instrument. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Trying to think of, like, what is about the size of the thing. And so they did have to, like, in order to scan your back teeth, like, jam it in there and, like, gag you a little bit. And, like, it came on its own, it's like, I should have, like, tried to remember the name of the company. It had its own, like, cart and monitor and computer, like, rolling cart thing. It just seemed like something that a dentistry supply technology company, like, is like, this technology exists, let's make something out of it, and then charge dentists $5 million for it. And say, yeah, it's important. This is definitely something you should do for your customers. Like, that's kind of what it felt like. Yeah. Dental plan! Didn't have one of those, so, I mean... It was the nicest dentist experience I've ever had. And also the most expensive. But I suppose if I divide that by the 8 years I didn't go to the dentist, I think I came out on top without having dental insurance. So that was an experience. It was different. I guess I should say the most expensive that I've paid for. I'm sure my braces were very expensive.
Huh? Look at us.
For my
Say it
parents,
again.
suckers.
Look at us.
Got them.
Fitty.
Fitty, little Sean, thank you for those Fitty months in the sub-tub. Go! Wolfie. Dental is one of the things you have to pay for here in the UK, and it sucks. Everything is one of the things you have to pay here in the US. Skeletonus. So yeah, that was... Now my teeth are shining and clean. Dental plan. Almost like teeth are part of the body. Yeah. The fact that dental and eye care are somehow completely separate and not as important as health care. Quite a scam. Luxury bones. Those are luxury organs. Oh, that's funny. Lorgon with the funny jokes today. He should be a streamer. Here's a question. Do optical plans cover LASIK? Because I don't think they do. Like, it wouldn't make sense why they would. Right? Because then you're like, okay, now I don't need you anymore. Thanks, suckers. I will never need your services ever again. I think they cover a portion, it depends. And then the doctor charges twice as much anyway, so that they can get more on the insurance side of things. Like, I don't have, obviously, vision or dental insurance. I was just curious. Hidden hidey hole. Well, don't be... I was considering it. It failed to correct his vision. Now his eyes are drier. I feel like my eyes are too bad. Too bad! Like, they're too far gone for LASIK. The old eyeball extractor. Pop those suckers off, polish them off. Good as new. Like, I feel like there must be some limit to LASIK correction.
Key_Sky gifted a tier 1 sub to Paintbrush Puke. They have given 325 gift subs in the channel.
Key Sky, thank you for the gift sub. Getting those gift subs out of the way while they're full price. Way to go, Key Sky. Thank you very much. You must buy our t-shirts at full price too. This is why I'm bad at this job and need to find a different one. Bath bomb! Oh, all in! All in, Key Sky. Thank you for the 5 subs. Key Sky doesn't fall victim to no marketing schemes, special promotions, coupon days. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, that's not good. No, he will not join your grocery frequent buyers club. Oh, my shovel broke. My dang shovel broke. Might as well make them all, huh? Oh, it's starting to get dark. I should, you know what I should do? I should just break this thing. Five years later. Oh, there's one right there. Did I sit down Wolfie? I did. He's fine out there. Let's be weird and wacky and wild and not do an elevated hidey hole, but instead do a dungeon hidey hole. Spooky. Get your sword out. Spooky. We're good. Alright. A dungeon hole. Aw, there's only one chest? What a ripoff. Better be something good in it. There's actually absolutely nothing good in here. Like, not even the string could I use. All okay. Let's go. Man, too much wood. All right. Did you like that? Here's something that I meant to talk about that I didn't because I like expunged it from my brain the instant it happened. We watched, this was like a month ago. This must have been even before we went on vacation. I mean, that's probably what occupied my brain places instead of this, but I watched the movie Rush. The Formula One movie starring Chris Thor Hemsworth and the other guy as Niki Lauda. And I'm waiting for some of you to like tell me what you think about it. Because I'm getting ready to tell you that you're wrong. No? Nobody knows what I'm talking about? Google's Rush. I have no memory of this movie existing. I mean, I don't remember if it was chat or just like in general somewhere. People telling me that it was good. I mean, it also has an 89% on like Rotten Tomatoes. Not that that's like a signifier or anything like that. But it's a very bad movie. It's not a good movie. It's just bad. I don't think. What's a movie? Like, it was just like, it didn't need to exist. It really didn't need to exist. I don't think. Yeah, we have seen better. Last time we saw better. Are these... Whoa! 14. We got 14. What do we got over the next hill? It's just as dramatic as real life F1, though. No. It was just not a good movie. Like, they really wanted to drive home the drive. The idea that Formula One in the 70s or whatever was like all a bunch of this dude, they're all having sex with all the women's, and like many cameos by different actresses being the women's of the day for Chris Hemsworth here. And like that just started to feel icky after a while. It was just... It was not a good movie. Just didn't... I don't think the acting was good either. It's a Ron Howard film. I feel like he's been not doing well. he's not been doing... I mean, he did Han Solo. Was it about the pacing? It was about the pacing. It was about like what they decided to focus on. It was like, oh, like they really like he's having his lungs vacuumed out and he's watching the Formula One race and getting angry that he's not racing while he's getting his lungs vacuumed out. Oh, like that was like too long of a scene. And like he was kind of like, whoa, what point are you proving here? I just thought it was a bad movie. Like, it was kind of like, if this was made for TV, it'd be like, oh, okay, some racing action, but then just like a lot of dudes being dudes, scowling at each other in dudely fashion. I mean, there was like another Formula One, or maybe it was IndyCar, I don't know. Movie with like Sylvester Stallone or something. That was also like very horrible. I only like caught a bit of it in like a hotel room on like HBO or whatever. Was this before or after Loudest Crash? I mean, that was kind of like the main point of the movie. Driven? Was it called Driven? Yeah, I remember that was a bad movie. I remember they had scenes where they were like driving through the rain and they had computer-generated rain droplets hitting the screen. Like... Like, that's what it reminded me of, that quality. Yet it, like, for some reason, I feel like people like, it's a fantastic movie and portrayal of two men at the height of their careers in Formula One. Somebody dies every season of Formula One, but we do it for the passion. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely... I mean, there's some awful... Cone is bringing up Deep Space Nine. There's some awful Next Generation episodes, too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Deep Space Nine was kind of tough. There's a lot of broccoli to eat your way through before you can get to the steak of that show. That's not a boat. But it does have some redeeming features. Like Quark. That's it. That's the redeeming feature of DS9. Iggy Pop shows up for some reason in an episode. Have you suffered through any drive to survive? Is that the Netflix Formula One? One? Oh, yeah, the baseball episodes. The baseball episodes. Make Rush look tame with overdramas. I watched the first season, and I'm like, that was okay. I mean, like, a lot of this I guess I didn't know, but I kind of knew. I feel like it was missing a rather large part of the picture, i.e. Lewis Hamilton in that first season. But like the girlfriend was interested and we started watching second season. I'm like, this is just the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just the same thing as the first season. And I think that's the same thing with the third season. It's just like, here's the same stuff. Same exact thing is happening to the same exact people, and they're saying the same exact things. And yeah, to the point where it becomes reality show over dramatized. Like, be angry for the sake of being angry and interesting, versus it just being, you know, a bunch of businessmen with a lot of money. Like, that's really what the reality is, right? Can we all agree on that? I almost started snoring. We don't need to do that here. Less formal. What's the last thing you liked? I was just gonna. That's another list, a thing, an item on my list of things to talk about how I'm not on medication anymore, and I don't like anything. Ah. You like Bison Wharf? True. I liked the vacation I was on. And the Bison Lego. Not Lego. I didn't like installing the bumper. Oh, we're making our way through Voyager now. I feel like the last... I think we just started season 5 or 6. Whatever is the second to last season. Like, I feel like they're like actually doing some fun stuff finally now. Like with the Doctor and... "30 days to finish Voyager." Is it? Is that... I saw on the Discord people talking about, is it not on Amazon anymore after the end of the month? We gotta blast through it. Yeah, we didn't like Tess. I didn't like the way she talked through the front of her mouth and teeth and lips. It's very annoying. And then they got rid of her. We were like, ah. It's also kind of weird that, like, her species aged very fast, so she's like, I'm only 3 years old. And, like, all the dudes are, like, trying to get with her. I'm like, that's like... I mean, you're an adult. I get it, like, actress, but that's weird still. That's something I don't think the writers felt like they needed to figure out or rationalize. Good news, her species only lives 9 years. Bad news, it only lasted 7 seasons, the show. Ooh, buddy. Well, I tell you what, I don't think I'm signing up for Paramount Plus or Peacock or whatever else is out there. That's a nice root structure you got there, tree. Did not like Neelix. Neelix is alright. He's just a nice guy. Like, he actually has no real ulterior motives. It's refreshing to just have, like, a nice person. absolutely still buy Blu-rays. Isn't it a tragedy that we're stuck having to say the word Blu-rays? Well, we could have just been saying HD DVDs. Or DVDs. I'm just talking about the nomenclature of it. I don't care so much about the technology. It's like Sony was trying to make Kleenex happen. Not how it works, Sony. You can't market your way into a common vernacular. You know, I can't say... I don't know if I've ever bought a Blu-ray. Like, I only have DVDs. But I do have a Blu-ray player. Just because I think I got it at the time when, like, Netflix, like, was only renting, you know, Blu-rays and... or Redbox or, you know, whatever. But also I think at the time my DVD player crapped out, so I just had to buy something quick and cheap. And all that there was at the time was a Blu-ray player. And only recently, as in like the last 3 or 4 years, I thought for some stupid Sony versus Microsoft reason that like my Xbox One couldn't play Blu-rays, because it doesn't. Unless you download and install the Blu-ray player app onto your Xbox One. Which is just a terrible state of the future that we live in, where that is the sentence I had to say. Yeah, I have Lord of the Rings, the extended box set, but DVD. It was pre-installed on mine, not mine. Like, I definitely remember putting in, like, a Blu-ray and being like, I will watch a movie on my Xbox. And then it's like, I don't know what to do with this. And I'm like, okay, I guess I can't do that. I'm gonna go dig out and plug in my Blu-ray player. Until I eventually, like, looked it up on the internet. And said that I needed to download the Blu-ray player app. There was a plus to being a day one. I know I wasn't a day one. I was many days later. So yeah, I don't know. I hope we finish Voyager. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know why that was in my head. What else is new? Oh. Wolfie, I knew that was going to happen. I could feel it in my bones. My teeth bones. My luxury bones. Oh, time to dig in. Ooh, spoiders. Not there though. Not there though. How about? Oh, feels not good. Hey, Wolfie. Spooky noises. There you go. Stand guard. All right, let's see here. Whoops. What? There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, that's a lot of boats I suddenly have. Boats, boats, boats! Alright, that's going to wrap up this segment of the Farlands or Bus stream for August 31st, 2021. Let's go to sleep and then check on the megabytes. Autonomous. 37,359.8 something. We're back for part 2 of August 31st, 2021. The finale of August 2021. The season finale. Who's ready? Who's got your woofs ready? I thought things were winding down. You think I would just stream for less than 2 hours? Ha! Probably, and actually very recently that's all I've been doing, but let's go again. Woof! Now we can continue. Turned out to be not so bad of a hidey hole. Got Wolfie. Let's also get this tree while we're at it. And carry on. To be fair, you did just come back from vacation. Like 3 weeks ago. Tree murder. Now pig murder. Got him. Whoa. Indeed. So, while we were away, for those of you watching on YouTube, we were looking at all the games on my Steam wish list that I'm waiting to go on sale. And then when they do go on sale, I'm like, no, no. Maybe later. And then they go back up to full price, and then I don't buy them. And the cycle continues. That's literally what I say to each of the games on my wish list is I'm like, not now, sorry. Has it been 3? It feels like it's been 3, hasn't it? I got back on the, like, 12th. I didn't start streaming till, like, the 14th or something, but... I mean, okay, maybe a little bit less than 3 weeks, but still. Why buy new games when you're still enjoying the ones you have? Why buy new games when you don't enjoy any of the ones you have? That's my story. Why buy new games when there's Lumberjacks Dynasty? Yeah, I think we officially called that one though. I think we officially bid that one a deal. There's really nothing left to do except try to chop down every single tree over the entire map. And that is just too tall of a task. I have too many other tall tasks in video games to take care of. Whoa, okay. Can't even be brought to build an infinite barn in Ranch Simulator. They added horses. I got an email that they added horses to Ranch Simulator. So there's that. There's even less what you expect to happen on a ranch. Ranch. Free coal. There's some free iron down there too, but I don't really need it. If only I grabbed those resources. I need them. I mean, I am going to go through some iron, but... Ooh, buddy. Excuse me. Are you sure about starting this second segment of Flob? Old yawn face. We've seen all the things there are to see in this version. Have we, though? Have we? I don't think we've seen a slime. Very unlikely. But that's still the thing we've not seen. I mean, we've not seen what's over this ridge right here. On the other side of these trees. We haven't seen the farlands yet. True, we have not seen death. I don't think there are charged creepers in this version of the game. I don't even think we've seen a thunderstorm, which does exist, but we don't see weather enough to, like, actually have seen it. We have Halloween costumes planned. It's September. Excuse me, blah. Yeah, I mean, if we don't have any reason, like, we had a reason with the Mindcrack stream last year to come up with those costumes. Like, if there's no reason, I feel like it's just unnecessary. Although she has expressed interest in doing another pumpkin carving stream. Ooh, is Mindcrack still alive? Well, that's a good thing you asked, because this weekend is a Mindcrack UHC. What day it is? I don't know off the top of my head. I think it's like the 4th or something. And then I think during the UHC is when the details about the marathon in November are released, which is good news because I am interested in those details as well. Listen, I don't keep up to date on things, and I don't look at discords. Oops. Burning zombies in the distance. Burning zombies over there. my song. I'm writing it as I go. That's a creeper. I'll go this way. Burning zombies are better than creepers. That rhymes! I gotta go through here now. Anyway. We'll find. Oh. September 4th. Yeah, see, I knew. I have the information. I'm providing the necessary details and public relations relating. Therefore and forthwith. Whoa. I don't know if Cone is still here. But I did notice that the new Nissan Z got fully released. And I don't know that I have any thoughts. Certainly that they're not relevant since I will never ever own one. It is interesting though. I was hoping that they would make it as a competitor to the GT86 or whatever they're calling it now. The BRZ. But instead it's like filling the gap between the BRZ and like the Supra. Which, how much is the Supra? The newest one. The BMW one. Anybody know? I don't think we have any car people watching. People who are also cars. It looks like a car, but it's just a person. 43 and change? Really? I thought they were more expensive than that. Okay, I guess they are kind of competing more with the Supra. Oh, we got a Nibblet in the house. Nibbler! Nibblet. Yeah, I think it's more expensive than that. Yeah, the new Supra. That's what I'm... Oops, going the wrong way. Hello? Hello? Oh, I see. Memes. 43 is the 2022. Interesting. Well, because, like, well, we don't know the pricing for sure, but it looks like 40,000 for the Z. It's not the 400Z anymore, it's just the Nissan Z. Similar to the 2022 Subaru Outback Wilderness Edition. Interesting. See, I thought it was trying to like sneak in between. Like I could see why they wouldn't want to compete, because then they're like missing out on the market. Like if they wanted to compete with the BRZ, but then they got to compete with the BRZ instead. If they fill a spot in between the BRZ and the Supra, then you can get all the people who like the idea of a BRZ but want more power, but don't have the money for a full-on Supra. But that changes something if it's the same price as the Supra. How many horsepowers does the Supra have? Also like 400? Bleh. Supra. Weird. I don't know why I thought the Supra was like more priced towards like the GTR or something. Clearly, I'm not the one to talk about this with any knowledge of any industry of any kind, automotive or otherwise. But anyway, I think the Z looks better than the GT, the new GT86. Is that even what they're calling it anymore? I don't think that's what they're calling it anymore. I feel like they gave it a bit of a Play-Doh face. Supra with the big engine starts at 51. Ah. Interesting. Then I do wonder what the Z is actually going to cost. Because if it has 400 horsepower... Like, right now they're saying, like, oh, around 40, it's going to be 50 something. I mean, yeah, the new BRZ, it kind of, they took away the kind of flared racer kid looks, I suppose. But I still feel like in doing so, it went a bit Play-Doh-y. It's got like a long nose. Yeah, the Z front, I knew you wouldn't like it because it's basically like the Zs that have the bumpers removed. It's got the big gaping maw. If they had just put like a bar across there, even like the way Audi does it, that would have helped, I feel. Oh. I also don't like what they did with the door handle. One of those side cups. Give it a normal door handle. But it does come with a 6-speed manual, which can't be said for the Supra yet. So, I don't know. It's all neither here nor there, like I said. Because I will never purchase any of these cars, ever. Like, even aftermarket. Like, I remember sitting in the BRZ, I think it must have been when they first came out, or the year after, at the Chicago Auto Show. And I was like, oh no. Like, I thought I was going to be too big for it, but I fit very well, and it was very comfortable. It had very nice seats. But even, like, used, they're still, like, I'll say used in good condition, they're still, like, way too expensive. Like, I don't know why anybody, other than, you know, like, modern safety and quasi-reliability, why anybody would drop 20 grand on a used BRZ when, like, a 78 280Z exists for like half that. Yeah, but that Subaru, I mean, Subaru. It's what makes Subaru a Subaru, boo. Resale value. It's what makes Subaru a Subaru. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a step up from the 350Z, that's for sure. Or 370, yeah, the 370. I can't remember whatever the last one was. Let's build some beds while we're here. I was even curious if I could, like, put some BRZ seats in the 280, but that would never fit. And also, like, they have built-in airbags and all that jazz, so that's how much I enjoyed the seats. Magma. But instead, I invested in bumpers. Hold on a second. We gotta nibble it. Bumper stonks. Bumper. Isn't that a thing? A bumper? A bumper? The bumper market? The bumper. There's some investing thing going on with bumper. Baby bumper bunky busters. Bumper crops. Isn't that a thing? Crops. Things. Sorry, yeah, niblet. We have to separate peepers and niblet when they eat. Because niblet, like, is very slow at eating, and peepers will just eat all of it from him. But also, when he's eating, he ends up, like, pushing all the food into the corner of the bowls, and then, like, doesn't eat it. So you gotta, like, scoop all the food back up into a neat little tiny pile in the center, and then he's like, oh, more food, I guess, and keeps eating. And that is your niblet story for the day. You are not talking about a person. No, I am not talking about a human person who has been named Niblet. So there we go. That was the last thing that I wrote down on my notepad of topic ideas so that I don't have long duration dead air silence during my Farlands or Bust stream. Which means now, welcome to the segment of long duration dead air on this Farlands or Bust stream. Now that we've run out, time to shine has officially begun. Ooh, there's like a diving board. A diving board to death, it seems, with only one block of water, but Wolfie certainly took that too literally. It's either Niblet or it's Peepers with his face under the door yelling that he wants it to get at Niblet's food. Recite all 50 state capitals. God, that was a traumatic experience. The United States of America. The end. Ba-dum-bum. No, like that test in like 3rd grade or whatever it was. Hi, Niblet. You're in a box. I got an open Amazon box on my floor, and he's in it. But yeah, I just remember having to like study that and being very bad at it. Bismarck. That's the only one I remember because it was the name of a boat. I can do like all the states. We had to sing, we sang a song in elementary school. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, Colorado. Wait. Arkansas, Colorado. Something, something, Connecticut. Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Mississippi, something. Wait, Michigan, no, wait, I already said Massachusetts. This is going well. I more remember the little piano interludes than the actual words. Michigan, Montana, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada. Here's the real zinger. New Hampshire, New something, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio. Pennsylvania, something. No, Oregon. I missed Oregon somewhere in there, didn't I? I don't remember how it ends. I just remember Ohio, and then bum 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 bum. You know, and then it went on to something else. I don't remember. Montana 2, the revenge. Give us 2 more Senate seats. I'm pretty sure I did this once before in a flob. Maybe not like a stream, but like an episode. And it was just as successful. I bet if I had a list of them, I could probably... Whoa! You see how fast that boat was going momentarily before I jumped in? That thing was a meteor. So, let that be a lesson to you, if any of you have kids. They're not going to remember the things you want them to remember. They're going to remember the stupid state song that they had to learn in 3rd grade and perform during an assembly. Remember, why did you make children memorize bad songs and then sing them in front of parents? Like some sort of cult. Yes, end sentence. Why did you make children? Oh yeah, multiplication tables. I've completely failed at that. Anything that required memory is what I did bad at. I still don't know them. Like, I told you about my counting. Remember? I told you about the counting. Like the visual counting. Of like 3. Has 3 dots. You know, like 3 points on the number 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 has 5 if you count like the wide edge of the butt part. That's how I survived. That's how I got off with straight C's. Art degree, yes. Indeed. Indeed. Ooh. Mountainous. Oh, Wolfie, you dingus. The claim that's how Arabic numbers were developed is not true enough. Or is not true, though. Is not true enough. It needs to be more truer. Oh. I wish I lived in a mathematical culture that worked on base 20, like the Mayans. Weren't they the ones who had like base 20? They were not base 10, they were base something else. Ace of base, I think. Or is it 6? Okay, sure. So, get crazy. Get crazy, you crazy Mayans. I mean, they also had the concept of 0 long before damn Romans did. Tablet. Oh, fell in the water. What do we got here? Certainly not 23. Pathetic. Unacceptable. And for my next finger segment, that's not going to make any sense for people who don't have chat. It's the segment of dead air. Are you enjoying this dead air? Oof. What was your favorite thing on vacation? What are you? A girlfriend? That's what she would ask, and I'm like, I don't know. Can't think. Boy, do I have the 5-hour VOD for you. Yeah, and then you get to choose your favorite thing. I mean, I liked the Grand Canyon. Probably of all the places, even though I'd already been. And specifically the sunset we were there really knocked it out of the park. But then again, like Yosemite was surprisingly interesting and pretty good. Which I didn't expect it to be. I thought that was going to be the one where like it was so hyped up and be like, oh, what's the big deal? It's just a bunch of rocks and mountains. Yellowstone, on the other hand, was the one that was overhyped. And kind of like, oh, okay, I guess. That's neat, huh? Gotta go. Erosion! We were doing that a lot today when we were hiking. Yeah, I could see why Yellowstone is popular for people east of the Rockies. Like, if that's kind of like the main thing people go to see. If they're not used to it, if they live in the plains. Whoa, how'd you even do that, you dingus? What am I doing? Mega boats. Yeah, we didn't do Glacier. I mean, that we should, like, just do as, like, a vacation. Drive out there and back. I mean, the place Beef was just at seemed interesting. But that's in Canada. We're not allowed there anymore. After the incident. Yeah. The not now sorry shirt. Chopper broccoli. Chop down this tree. How many pairs of shoes do you own? More than I reasonably should. Now Peepers is here for the box. Did you do Joshua Tree? No, that was too far south. We went through Yosemite and out the other side. I know the girlfriend likes Joshua Tree. She's been through before. How many pairs of shoes do I have? Let me think. I could probably count them. Because I'm a visual counter. What's happening back here? Oh. He's just playing the box. Like tapping the flap. I'm sorry? Is that what kids are calling it these days? Shoes. How many shoes do I own? Many multiples. I'm trying to think. I have 2 pairs of hiking boots. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. The slippers count? 11, 12, 13, 14, maybe 15 pairs of shoes? No, I got my boots too. My like snow boots. 16. More than 15, but less than 20. Do roller skates count? Am I still alive? Is this thing on? Hello? White? Yeah, in New Mexico? I really liked that. I went a long time ago. I would like to go back to White Sands. It is like being on the moon. Did you notice how quiet it was? And like, there was no echoes. That's what got me the most, is it's like a sound recording booth. I would like to go back there, but there's really nothing else in New Mexico to really see. Specifically in that area. We went to the valley. Yeah, we did the whole loop. That whole, like, eastern loop that goes around the Valley of the Fire and past the Project Trinity site, and then down through Las Cruces. There's Roswell. Roswell is awful. Oh, I'm sure it is. But I'm just saying that's the only, like, other... I guess, like, it's up near Albuquerque more, but the VLT, we didn't go see that when I was last there. And I don't know that I need to see it. Be like, oh, this is okay, look at that. Haha. I'm not really that interested in man-made structures. It's like, we saw the Hoover Dam, and I was like, okay. There it is. That's what it looks like in the pictures. Whoa. You camp or hotel on trips? Prior to this last vacation, almost exclusively hotels. But this last vacation, we did 2 weeks, 4,000 miles, and we camped. More than I've ever camped in my life because I've never camped before in my life. We camped in Crater Lake. We were supposed to camp in Redwoods, but that didn't work out. We camped on either side of Yosemite. We camped at the Grand Canyon. Again, that's like I like that one the most. We camped outside of Bryce Canyon, and then we camped 2 nights in Yellowstone, which I was not impressed with. See, I'm not feeling the camping. I like the idea more so if I was like we were jumping around from place to place, so it was really difficult to like set up and then tear down and then set up and then tear down. If we like went somewhere for like 4 nights or longer or whatever and just be like, this is our camp, that might be better. But I definitely would still need more sleep, better sleeping situations and accommodations. Bigger tent. Better bed. Better bed. Look at this little natural river thing before rivers were a thing in the game. Look at this! The first Minecraft river ever. Found it. You just need to harden your body. I'm taking up roller skating. Clearly that's something I'm doing. My body's just gonna be one giant callus. Indeed. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, something, 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 Illinois, Indiana. uh, what else? What else? This is thankfully the last day. Thank God. Buddy, excuse me. Bloink. Oisberg, right ahead. Tacos. Tacos. I think we're having... The girlfriend is making chicken corn chowder? Careful, Wolfie. That has nothing to do with tacos, but that's my dinner. We also have a few avocados that need to be made into guacamole before they go bad. Here's a question. Have lemons been bad? Have lemons all been lemons this year? Am I the only one noticing this? Is this my own personal supply chain that I'm experiencing? Can't seem to buy a lemon that isn't like 45% rind. Nah, some of them are limes. Get out. Get out. You know what I mean, though? You slice into it and, like, there's no flesh. It's all rind and skin. Meyer lemons have thinner peels. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's the drought in the West here. All of our lemons are lemons. Literally. And figuratively. And descriptively. Pithy? Pithy? Another kind of helmet? Look at this shrub. Look at this shrub. Look at this shrub. Gonna chop down this shrub. Oh, this shrub goes places. Oh, this one isn't a shrub. It just has a nice strong root system. Like that other tree we ran into. I'm stuck. Stuck in the shrub. Shrub. How's the bread business? Been making good bread. Making good bread. I fell back on my earlier recipe that I had that uses honey as the sugar element. Been getting a decent rise. For a while there I was getting like explosive breads. just weeks and weeks of explosive breads. Like that were rising too much to the point where they'd be like overflowing and like the tops wouldn't get cooked because it was too much. Then that was followed by some real stinkers, some real lazy beans that would not rise at all. Just some real dense bricks. And now I'm in an interesting middle ground. I'm just getting some decent loaves. I'm pretty sure I'm not saving any money making my own bread. I'm pretty sure that's the case. It's the yeast of your problems. I mean, the positive that came out of it is learning how to make my own pizza crust. That has been the true winner in the day. Of my bread explorations and experimentations. We got a good bread pizza dough recipe that actually like rises and gets those bubbles, which is like unheard of for gluten-free bread. How does a gluten-free pie crust? That also worked out very well too. We did a few savory pies. It's the same business. It's the same rough crust or whatever the hell it's called, pastry, where you make it, you squeeze it with the butter, shavings, pieces, and then you gotta like mix it and knead it and flatten it and fold it 7 times. That worked out really good. That's a lot of work though. Is that what you're asking? Or are you asking pizza pie? Similar. But it's more of a... It's more liquidy. Instead of like stretching the pizza dough, you're more spreading it out. It's almost like 1 notch thicker than a like cake batter sort of situation. But it works. We use the recipe from Bobbert and his red mill. Alright, so a hidey hole in a snow area for the first time in a while. This actually might be kind of dangerous. Although it's only 1 deep. Should be fine. There you go. Have a seat on solid ground, Wolfie. You know, I don't think that person who asked about my shoes was actually at all interested in the answer. That's all I can think about now. Alright, let's make some beds. Do that. Farlandserbus.com to donate to the charity. We're up to 1575.35, 38%. Hey, our percentage up there is almost at the percentage that we are right here in Farlands or Bust. How about it? And yeah, that concludes this Farlands or Bust stream for August 31st, 2021. Let's go to sleep. $37,441. I feel like this number is rising slower. Like my bread. Like I feel like we were we were doing a lot more Farlands or Bust, I suppose, but